All right, so we got these cigar fillers. They're Dominican Secos, and this is how much we have. Quite a bit. This is a quarter of a pound. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this center vein out, like this. They say 98% of nicotine in these things are in here. The 90% of nicotine in tobacco, it's in this vein. Center branch here. Okay. We get rid of this. Our garbage bag. So we ended up with two pieces. These are fillers, so we really don't care about the you know what they're like as far as quality, whether they have holes in them or anything like that. That's the other one that we opened up.
You know what? You can't see it. When you hold it up high, you can't see it.
Right. Okay. So these
So
are
give me, hold on a second. Let me lift it a little bit.
our directors over there, photographer, adjusting the camera while I do this. Take the center stem out. Like so.
Okay, this isn't
Actually, it
working.
comes out pretty good. Like this, you see? Garbage. Two. This is my first time doing this, so I'm going to try with 4 of these. Okay, 4 leaves. 4 full leaves or 8 half leaves. After we take out the center stem, some of these side stems are getting pulled out too. All right. So we want to end up with 8 of these. There's another one. Center stem, gone. Well, there's some down here too. I particularly don't like the nicotine. What I do like about cigar is the aroma. And it kind of gives you a sense of relaxation. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we got 8. Not sure how many that makes. I got another one that looks pretty.
The dogs are.
Got another one that looks pretty bad, so I'm going to use that too.
This is 2. This is too high. But you know what? The dog's making that noise doesn't sound too good.
The noise you hear is my dog. There's nothing crazy going on here. So we'll roll this up like these, like that, like a straw. Roll it up like a straw. So we roll this up like a straw, like this. Put it in my hand. Roll it up like a straw. Hold it here like that. Take these, turn them around like that.
Do you get batteries for this? You don't bother.
We'll do that another day. So roll this up. I was watching these YouTube videos, these Cubans in a farm, and they do it totally different. Do another one just like they do. And we'll roll it up like this, like a straw. Put it in here. Cut these ends. Fill them in here. So see how this feels. Yeah. I usually like a 60 ring cigar, which is about this round. But since this is my first one, I'm just going to try to do it the easy way. So do a small one, because we do have this mold also that they sent. This mold looks like this, and I'm gonna fit that in here and put it in the mold. I'm gonna do this the way they show it, so maybe later on, if I figure out my own way of doing it that works out, then I'll do it that way. But these Seiko leaves are pretty good. So we're making these individual straws like this out of these leaves and sticking them in here. The whole idea is when you put them in the straws like that, the hole in the straw that goes this way, it'll be like a passage for the air to get through. Because if the cigar is packed too tight, then you can't draw. It'll be like sucking on a clogged straw. So the other thing you don't want to do, which I've seen, is twist this thing. That you don't want to do. That's going to defeat the purpose. So no twisting. I got small hands, so I'll roll this up like this. Put it in here. Very exciting. This is my first ever cigar in the process of getting rolled here. Try not to waste any cigar, any leaves, because it defeats the purpose. I was buying cigar from this outfit called Cigar International. They have good prices, but I didn't know, so I was buying it from them, and I was buying like these not really expensive cigars, but like 15 cigars for like, I don't know, 30-40 bucks, and they charge you like $7-8 shipping, which I don't like, because it doesn't cost that much to ship something. At least I don't think it does. But anyway, so a couple of months ago, I realized that these cigars are actually not handmade, and maybe if you buy $200 cigar and like a pack of 5 that costs like, I don't know, $20 each or $40 each or something, maybe they're handmade. I don't know. I'm kind of frugal, so I don't like to spend too much money on stuff. So I find out that these cigars are actually have some additives, and also they're made by machine, which I didn't like it too much. This is another way. I put it down here and I roll it like that. See, as I'm doing this, I'm learning. You can put them down on the table. I roll them like this, and then stack them. This is pretty good size. Yeah, this is good size. Let's see. I don't know. I got 2 more, so I might as well use them. So anyway, I was getting these cigars for a couple on, for $40 or something like that. 40, 45, 50, depends on what brand it was. And 15 cigars for 40, $50. Then the price of them this past few months jumped to like same cigar like 40, $50, went up to like 80. Then I saw some stuff on YouTube, and I noticed that actually these cigars are not handmade; they're made by machines. I guess they have machines that make cigars. They have machines that make everything else. So why not cigars, right? But I never thought about it. So, so I said to myself, hey, maybe I can roll my own cigar. So I started looking it up and see what's going on. Kind of try to self-educate. And I said, hey, yeah, they do. People do roll cigars. Then I'd seen at weddings, some guys come up and roll cigars and pass it out. I'm like, they could do it. Well, we could do it. So I figured it might be cheaper. I don't know if it's cheaper or not, because this bundle I got is a starter kit I got from Leaf Only, leafonly.com. It was $50. It was quarter pound of binder, quarter pound of filler, and quarter pound of wrapper cigars. And they pick what they send you, so you have no choice of what you get, unless you want to buy individual type of cigars from them. But that wasn't my case. Okay, so we got our bundle here, or bunch as they call it. So I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to take these leaves because I don't want them to get too dry. Put them back in here. Your filler leaves could be somewhat dry, but you don't want them, I guess, too dry. Because then it's difficult to handle. They crumble. You don't want them to crumble. You want to be able to do what I just did. Roll them into a straw shape thing. And but if they're too dry, like ridiculously dry, like Arizona dry or something, then it's not going to be good. So I seal this. I put it down here. The next thing we want our binder, the binder leaves. So the binder leaves are a little bit better quality than the filler leaves. That means they have less holes, and there's less, less little holes, less of things in it. So let's get our binder out. Now these binder leaves are a little better quality than the filler leaves. So let me see how they can open this. So look how nicely they folded this, right? These leaves, they folded them. They're actually a little softer than the filler leaves. And nice. It smells pretty good too, in a cigar sense, So I'll take one of these binder leaves. I fold it the way it was. Put it back in a bag. So we're going to use only one of those. Maybe half, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Take the air out of here. Put it here. So we'll do the same with this. This is pretty pliable. So you open it up like this. Open it up like that. I saw some videos on rolling cigars, and they were saying something about the bottom of the leaf, which is down here, and top of the leaf, which is up here, this area. And supposedly, you smoke the top of the leaf, I think. I don't know, I forgot. But if anybody knows, put a comment. So you open this up like that, right? So what I'm going to do, I have this scissor. I didn't buy this Chevetta, they call it. It's a sadistic looking cutter. And I have a tendency to cut myself easily with stuff. So I'm going to use scissor. I'm going to go around and cut out that that stem I was telling you about. You can also use a pizza cutter, but I use a pizza cutter for food because I make my own pizzas also. So I don't want to contaminate that. And you can basically use anything. I found this little blade, which I'm gonna see if I can use. This little blade, arts and craft kind of blade. And let me see if that works here. Oh yeah, maybe it does. Actually does. Nice. Alright, so I got that one side taken out. This table that you see I'm working on, this was a hand-me-down about, I don't know, 35 years ago. And two of my kids, they both used it. I used it for a long time myself, doing drawings and stuff like that. So this is the big stem that I took from the center of this thing. Alright, so that's garbage. Some people use this as a fertilizer also in plants. So I'm not going to throw these out. I'm going to actually cut them up and throw them by my plants, see how they do. Also, I heard bugs don't like these, so maybe it keeps the bugs away from your plants. We'll find out about that later. Yeah, this little blade is old. I don't know how old it is, but I found it here in this old table. So I didn't do that great of a job, but it did something. Alright, so this is great. So that's one of our leaves. Go back there. So we'll open this up. Open it up, kind of leaf through it like this. Feel it like that. And see how it does, like this. Open it up, right? So I'm opening it up. Opening it up. Okay. All right, so now when we get to this part, see these veins that run this way? You want these veins to be on the inside of the cigar, not the outside. Okay, so you turn your leaf around, make sure these lines, these are the feeder branches or feeder stems in the leaf. You want these to be on the inside of the cigar. So you turn your leaf around this way, set it up like that, put your bunch here. And start rolling your cigars. Kind of stretch it a little bit. Oh, this is one nice big ass bad cigar. This is really thick. Maybe I put too much stuff in here. So what we do, we got a little bit of this glue. It's a cigar glue. Man, this is big. That's a big cigar. Alright, I'm not gonna fool around with it. I'm just gonna make it. Some cigars is my first time, so I'm not even sure how much you put in. But from what I've seen, they don't put that much glue. Alright, so I just roll this up like that, and that's our cigar. I'm sure I'm gonna have to cut some of this out, put the glue top back on, or maybe not yet. So this is my cigar. Draws good. Okay, that's a good sign. So I'm gonna cut this. Okay, I'm gonna cut this end. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this like so, because this didn't come out too well. I'm gonna wrap the end like this just to give it some reinforcement. And so probably not gonna make a cap for this. This glue is safe from what they tell me, and it's not gonna make you sick. It's a glue made out of vegetables. Could be some kind of a pectin, something like that. This is one big ass cigar. All right, we made our first cigar. Looks pretty fat. Now we're gonna wrap it. So I'm gonna wrap this in a newspaper, because this mold. This is what happens when you do things for the first time. This mold only holds cigars that are about about 3/4 of an inch thick. I don't know what gauge that is, but obviously this cigar is almost 1.25 inches in diameter. This is one fat cigar. I like it. Yeah, but this cigar is about 1.25 inches. I've never even a cigar this fat, but we'll see. First one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff here. You're watching this live, unedited, and one might ask, why is it unedited? Because I don't know how to edit films. I don't know how to do it, so we'll do it unedited. I made up these papers, these strips of papers or newspapers. Again, first time, hopefully this works. And what we're gonna do, what we'll do is we'll wrap this paper nice and tight. Wrap it again. I'll wrap it like this. And what this does is this will put pressure on the cigar as you roll it like this. Hold the end like that. And you keep rolling it like this, and this tightens the cigar. Alright. And we'll close it. We'll leave it here for half hour or so. And then we'll put the binder on it. So meanwhile, I gather all these extras here. These were the wrappers. This was the binder. So all these extras that we have, this is the binder leaf that we had extra. So we'll put that in here. Alright, the rest I use as binder. Close this up over here. And these are our fillers, so I'll put these in my filler bag, and we'll use them later. Use them on another occasion. So I used 8 half leaves or 4 leaves. So that gave me a cigar about this thick. So now I know maybe I should have used, instead of 8 half leaves, maybe I should have used maybe 4 or 5. Probably 5, I would say. So this is something you learn after you've done this a few times. Alright. These are our wrapper leaves. Wrapper leaves are a little bit much better quality. There's no holes in them probably, hopefully. and they're much more pliable, so we can work with them easier. And they tell me these are the most expensive of all leaves, the wrappers, because they're better quality and there's probably less of them. So we got some wrappers here. This is what they look like. So I'll take one, and then I fold the other ones. Fold it like this, fold it like that, and put it back in the bag. And close it up for now. And now this is much better. I don't see too many holes. I see only one hole. One of the things people do, I saw on YouTube, they cut the edges here so they have straight lines. I'm not selling these cigars. These are for my own use, so I really don't care what they look like, as long as they don't fall apart when I'm smoking it, and they'll do fine. So as you see, I'm spreading the leaf out. Leaf is very pliable, and I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep these leaves after I'm done with them. After I make the one cigar, how long that cigar has to sit before I can smoke it. I've heard some places say 1 week, 3 days, some places right away, I don't know. So we have to do the same thing with this. Take the center stem out and use half of the leaf for the one cigar. So we'll do the same. So I'm just thinking, maybe, what do I do with that little blade? No, I don't know what that little blade is. Oh, I think I see it. No, where's that little blade? Mr. Blade, where are you? I use a scissor. I feel better if I use a scissor. Yeah, since I'm not gonna... I bought this scissor from Walmart for 97 cents. Cheaper than a dollar store. I'm not a great fan of Walmart, but hey, it is what it is. So this is the leaf I'm going to use, and this one I'm gonna fold it like this, and I'm gonna fold it like that, and put it back in the bag and use it another day. Then I take the stem out when I'm doing that one. Alright, okay. Let's run upstairs. As you see, there you go. I'm going to cut the bottom part of this leaf. I'm going to use it at the end for doing the cap. See a tiny little hole here? It's not even a hole. It's not a hole, but it's kind of imperfection, I guess, in here. So again, the stem and these side branches of the stem, they run in this way. We want these to be on the inside of the wrap. Okay. So and we use the this is a 3/4 inch copper tubing that they send you with the kit. And what I did was I ran it through the my grinder to sharpen the edge, so we can make a little round cap out of this to put on the end of the cigar. But the size of the cigar, I need a pretty big cap, twice the size of this. So we got to figure out how to do that. So this is the inside. Looks really good. Let's see if we can do this. So I'm going to open up the cigar. Actually, the paper press did a good job. Look. Not bad. Our glue ready. We do a try run first. This is my first time. I don't want to waste the wrap. So it's going to go like this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut the angle a little bit more. Somebody was saying if your binder has no holes in it, you don't even need to put a wrapper on. So you can just smoke it with your binder on. This might be good. Okay, just want to make sure. And this is the inside of the leaf. The ridges are on the inside here, so this is going to go on the inside. So you lay your cigar parallel to these lines, and you start rolling it. Again, I do another trial. See where we're going to end up at. Okay, that's good. So that's how we're going to do it. All right, so this has to be tight. So I'm going to apply a little bit of glue here. This glue goes right in here, right in this area. Okay. I have my towel here to wipe my hand from the glue. And then as I'm doing this, as I'm rolling this, I also pull it.